You might be wondering how integrated circuits are programmed when there is no computer. After all, how do you program something that's going to be used in a computer without a computer? It's actually pretty simple. You just have to understand a little bit about how programming works and how integrated circuits are designed. When we write code for computers, we're really just telling them what to do in a language that they understand. And that code is stored on the computer as ones and zeros. So really, all we need to do is figure out a way to tell the computer to put the ones and zeros in the right place. And that's exactly what these little pins on the side of the IC are for. These pins are connected to wires that go all the way to the silicon inside the chip, where the ones and zeros are stored. Now you might be wondering how we can get those ones and zeros into the pins. Well, that's done with a process called programming. There are two main ways to program an integrated circuit. The first way is to use a specialized piece of equipment like this called a programmer. This programmer is specifically designed to be able to send data to this particular IC so that it can be stored in the memory cells inside the chip. Once the data is in there, the memory cells basically become little magnets that hold the data in place. So even if you disconnect the power from the circuit board, the data will still be stored on the IC. The other way to program an integrated circuit is to use an electrical signal. This is often done with what's called a bootloader, which is a small piece of code that's already programmed onto the board. When you power up the board, the bootloader looks for a programming signal. When it finds one, it starts sending the data to the IC. Once the data is in the IC, the bootloader then erases itself from the board, so that the next time you power up the board, the IC will start running the new program you just loaded onto it. These methods are used for all kinds of integrated circuits, including microcontrollers, which are basically small computers on a chip. By using these techniques, we can load the ones and zeros that make up your programs directly into the IC's memory cells, allowing us to control what the IC does with almost complete accuracy. And that's how it's done.